Yeah, how's it going, guys? Today we're going to be going over my UFC 299 picks. UFC 299 going on this Saturday between Sean O'Malley and Cheeto Vera in the main event. And yeah, here I'm here to basically give you my breakdown of why and how these fights will go, starting off with the early prelims, ending with the main event. And yeah, without further ado, here we go. In the early prelim opener, it's Joanne Wood versus Mariana Moroz. And in this fight, I think Mariana Moroz is going to win via third round submission, probably a rear naked choke or an armbar. Um, if I'm not mistaken, these two have fought before. I'm just fact checking that real quick. I'm pretty sure they did. I think Mariana Rose won. Or Moroz won. I don't think I'm wrong, right? Yeah, and it was Mariana Moroz's first fight in the UFC actually, and Joanne Wood's second, and she won via armbar in round one. This time I think it'll go on a little longer. Both of them have got on their careers, did what they did. Mariana Moroz actually beat Maya Buena Silva, who just lost to Raquel Pennington in a title fight. But yeah, so I just think Mariana Rose a lot better on the ground. Joanne Wood is she's coming off a win, but before that she lost three straight, and she hasn't fought in about a year. The Edward Usman card, UFC 286. Rose, she lost two in a row, but I just think she's more capable of getting this done than Joanne Wood. So that's why I'm going with Mariana Rose. Next, CJ Vergara versus Asu Alimbayev. And in this fight, I have Alimbayev via 30-27 decision. CJ Vergara, he got a he think he got a head kick KO in 291, right? I'm like 99% sure that's what happened, and I would be incorrect. It was a unanimous decision, but he's two and what? Or in his UFC run, he's three and two. You know, he's all right, but Asu Almabayev, he hasn't lost since 2017, and he's just better on the ground. He might honestly submit CJ Vergara. I'm almost rethinking that. But I don't know. I don't think he'll submit CJ Vergara. If he does, I think it'll come in like round two. But I think it's going to be a 30-27 dominant wrestling decision by Asu Amabayev. Next, Robelis de Spain versus Josh Parisian. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Robelis de Spain, round one knockout. He's a bronze medalist from Cuba in Taekwondo. Now, it wasn't the hardest path to get a bronze medal in Taekwondo. Nonetheless, it's still a bronze medal. I'm not getting a bronze medal in Taekwondo for U.S. But Josh Parisian is just the fat, run-of-the-mill heavyweight. Like, Josh Parisian, man, I could go beat this guy in a race right now, and I don't really train like that. Josh Parisian should be fighting lighter if he took care of his body, but he doesn't. And Robelis de Spain is a freak. Never had a fight leave the first round, and his last three fights have ended in the first 20 seconds. Now, he isn't fighting the greatest competition, so maybe he won't go like to max heights in the UFC. But nonetheless, this guy is going to walk through Josh Parisian. And yeah, that's kind of it. Next, early prelim. They moved this to early prelims too? Oh. I thought this was the early prelim headliner. Never mind. Anyway, alright. Not even the early prelim. That's crazy. Misha, the fucking Pereira and Ola Kasid, however you say, Polish as fuck. I'm going Michelle Pereira. Now, I saw Guru and Lucas Tracy pick however you say the Polish guy's name, but I don't really know why. Like Michel Pereira, look, he hasn't had the best performances as of late. and he's kind of gotten more technical with his approach. He's not as wild as he used to be, but I feel like that is going to help him against uh Michael Oleszonkwicz. Yeah. His last fight, he knocked out Andre Petrosky in the first round, which that's a good win to have. Like Petrosky didn't beat anybody significant. He beat Gerald Meerschaert, but that's still a good win to have. And I don't know why those two at least are saying that this guy's gonna win. Like, I haven't seen anything from Mesha, fucking the Polish guy, dude. I can't say this guy's name. I don't know how you say it. But I haven't seen anything from him other than what he beat Cody Brundage and Sam Alvey. Like, whoa. Like Michel Pereira, he beat Ponzinibbio, Nico Price. Everybody beats Fiallo. He should have knocked out Fiallo, to be fair, but he still beat Fiallo. I just think the level of competition they faced, and experience from Michel Pereira, he's just gonna. I think he's just gonna beat. Fuck, dude, this guy's name is tripping me the fuck out. I think it'll be 30-27 decision. I don't think the Polish power, fucking Jan Blachowicz, I don't think he'll get knocked out because he's only been knocked out once in his career. He has been submitted a lot, but I don't think Michel Pereira is going to go for submissions. I'll say that. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a Michel Pereira 30-27 decision, maybe 29-28. I might change it to 29-28 because I think Pereira's going to gas. I think he's going to let his wildness come out a little bit, and it's going to work against him in the late round, around 30 minutes. Like, it's going to look like this guy's going to have a chance at the end, but it'll be 29-28, Michel Pereira. Moving on. Ion Cutabella versus Felipe Lins. Now, both these guys, shit. Ion Cutabella, he should be good. Every time he fights, you never know if you're going to watch the best fighter in MMA history compete, or you're going to watch Ion Cutabella's dumbass fuck it up. Like, I don't know. He's 1-3 in his last 4. But he is only 30. But as these upper weight classes age, like the age of aggression kind of moves backwards a little bit. Like Felipe Lins is 38. He's coming off 3 straight wins. You know, everybody beats OSP. Marcino Princino in decision, whatever. He hasn't fought since June of 2023. Which, Ion Cutabella hasn't fought since April, where he knocked out Tanner Bozier in round 1. But, like, he's only lost to the best of the best, but he's also gotten chinned a lot. Like, I don't know how his chin's going to hold up against Felipe Lins. I don't know. I have Felipe Lins via round 2 KO because Ion Cutabella is about to do something absolutely retarded. He's going to fuck up so bad. And he's just going to get chinned in round 2. He's going to look good in round 1. He's probably going to look like he's winning round 1. And, he's doing really good, Ion Cutabella. But Felipe Lins is just going to chin this motherfucker in round 2. Now, moving on, past the early prelims, we have the normal prelims. And the opener, Pedro Munoz versus Kyler Phillips. I have Phillips winning via 29-28 decision. Maybe split decision where people are kind of talking about it could be a robbery, but Pedro Munoz is 37. He's very old. And Kyler Phillips is in training camp with Sean O'Malley. That fight didn't really show us much, Pedro versus O'Malley, but I feel like they can give, that team can give him tips about how to deal with Pedro Munoz. And I feel like he'll come in with a good game plan. And yeah, I think he's just going to beat Pedro Munoz via 29-28 decision. Moving on, we have Mateo Scamrot himself versus RDA, who can't see his bipolar. I can't seem to pick a fucking weight class. I got Mateo Scamrot, round 3 TKO. I feel like RDA's toughness is going to keep him in this fight, but it's not even going to look close at any point in the fight. RDA is going to get outclassed the entire time. Gamrot Probably the first round or two, he's gonna wrestle fuck him. Strike with him. You can do whatever he wants with him. And then in round 3, he's gonna either rock RJ to be standing TKO, or like the second he hits the canvas, ref will step in. Maybe he takes him down in the ground and pound after he's already gotten his ass beat. The ref's just gonna say enough is enough. But I don't know. I just don't see RDA being able to compete with these young guys anymore, man. Like, he's just old. And he keeps switching. I don't think this going up and down is good. He just lost to Vicente Luque, who came off a brain bleed. Like, it's just not a good look. If you can't beat Vicente Luque coming off a brain bleed, why would I pick you to beat Mateus Gamrot? It wouldn't make sense. So, Gamrot, round 3 TKO. Moving on. Caitlin Marinara sauce versus Macy Barber. I have Macy Barber via split decision. Both these girls have been on the positive side, some very questionable decisions, but I just think Macy Barber is 25 and Caitlin is gonna be what is she, 35? I think. It's a very big age gap. What was I right? Hold on, I'm looking. Yeah, she's 35. Macy Barber is 25. And I don't know. I just don't think Caitlin's gonna be able to compete with Macy Barber. I feel like Macy Barber's gonna just outstrike her. Maybe standing TKO, like where again, as we see in these in the women's fights, like the ref just says enough is enough and steps in. But I think 29-28 split decision that people may call robbery in favor of Macy Barber. Moving on. Come on, Curtis. Curtis Blades versus J. Alton Almeida. I really want to pick her. My heart is telling me to pick Curtis. My brain is saying J. Alton Almeida. Now, logically, J. Alton Almeida is just going to wait for Chris Curtis to throw a meaty 1-2, slip it, go for a takedown, take him down, hold him there, submit him. But I'm going on my heart in this fight. I think Curtis Blades is going to chin the steroid abusing weirdly jiu-jitsu specialist, the heavyweight. I think Curtis Blades is going to catch him coming in the same way that Derek Lewis caught Curtis Blades coming in with like an uppercut, or maybe feeling fancy a knee or something. But yeah, if Curtis Blades can keep this standing, I feel like he's going to be able to outstrike J. Alton Almeida on the feet. And like, if this is standing, J. Alton Almeida is in big trouble. But I feel like Curtis Blades, if he doesn't find the round 1 knockout, which I'm projecting, I think it's going to be a long night for Curtis Blades. A very long night of just getting wrestle fucked on the ground, jiu-jitsu, whatever you want to say. Yeah. Moving on. Peter Yan versus Song Yadong. I'm going with Song Yadong via 29-28 decision. He's going to win the first 2. Because Peter Yan's a slow starter, right? So, alright, look, Song Yadong's going to win round 1. I think, 100%. That's like set in stone. Round 1, Song Yadong. And I feel like he's going to carry that momentum a little bit into round 2. Because he's been doing good against Corey Sandhagen. He didn't have the best performance against Gutierrez, but I don't know. I don't know. I just think Song's going to be able to get round 1 done, round 2 done. Round 3, he's going to start slowing down. If this was a 5-round fight, I'd pick Peter Yan. Because Peter Yan picks it up in the back half of the fight. But it's only 3 rounds. I think that heavily favors Song Yadong. And yeah. Song Yadong, 29-28 decision. At the end, everyone's going to be wondering like if that main event ever happened. Because they're supposed to have the main event where Yan pulled out. And it was Song Yadong versus Gutierrez. Everyone's going to be wondering if if Peter Yan would have won that. But yeah. Song Yadong, 29-28 decision to open up the main card. Moving on. Gilbert Burns, his stupid fucking haircut, versus Jack Della Maddalena. I have Jack Della Maddalena via, round 3 KO/TKO. TKO, not KO. I feel like Gilbert is going to be getting beat up the first 2 rounds. Maybe going to take down and give himself some hope. But in round 3, I feel like it's just going to be a sad beating on the fence Earl Gilbert's gonna shell up on the floor, and it's just not gonna be pretty. Because I like Gilbert Burns, but he's 37 years old, and I know he got injured against Bilal, but he just flat out quit. Like he didn't even try to win. When like Corey Sandhagen against, who was he fighting? Rob Font. He tore his tricep round 1, so he started wrestling. He started like switching it up. I forget what injury Gilbert Burns had, but I just don't think he has that fire anymore. JDM, young, up and coming, hungry. As long as he doesn't pull a fucking guillotine, JDM will be fine. I think JDM is going to be able to outstrike Burns on the feet. Keep it standing if he tries to grapple. And yeah, JDM round 3 KO/TKO. TKO more than likely. Moving on to the feature bout. Kevin Holland versus MVP Michael Venom Page. I've been going back and forth on this fight based on multiple factors, but I have Kevin Holland via round 2 submission, maybe a Darce, maybe anything. I feel like on the ground, Kevin Holland just has such a major advantage. Thing is, I don't think he'll be one to shoot for a takedown. I think he's gonna hurt MVP with something, whether it be a leg kick or anything. I think he's gonna hurt him with something. And MVP is not a bad grappler, but I feel like he's gonna hurt MVP with something, and MVP's gonna shoot for the takedown, just like Chiesa did. And Kevin Holland's gonna find that Darce. He has a good Darce choke. He's caught multiple people with that Darce. So that's what I think he's gonna do. I think he's gonna catch MVP with a Darce, and that's gonna allow him to win the fight. Round 2 submission for Kevin Holland. Now, the reason I'm picking Kevin Holland also is because MVP's a better striker than Kevin Holland, flat out. But MVP fights Bellator cans, and he fights them once a year. It's Kevin Holland, one of the most active fighters, versus MVP, once a year type of guy in a less talent stacked company. Kevin Holland just has that more experience, more more everything. Kevin Holland, round 2 Darce choke submission, lock it in. Moving on. Co-main event of the evening. Dustin Poirier versus Benoit Saint Denis. I'm picking my fellow American Dustin Poirier via 49-46 decision. Now, Benoit's good. Benoit's very good. But the reason people are picking him to win are just not valid. They think he's going to walk through Poirier, and I want to know why. Why? Because he's a better striker? Because he's not. Doesn't move his fucking head anytime he strikes. Poirier's going to eat that shit for breakfast. It was grappling. What takedowns does Benoit Saint Denis have that fucking Poirier hasn't seen before? Poirier has stuffed takedowns from the likes of Michael Chandler, Charles Oliveira, I think Khabib. He's stuffed takedowns from guys who are good at takedowns. And that motherfucker, he doesn't have the takedowns of fucking Khabib or Michael Chandler. Benoit does not have the ground game or takedowns or wrestling of Chandler or Oliveira. Benoit's good, man. Benoit's good. But I just don't think he has the skill set currently to beat Dustin Poirier. Flat out. I just don't think he does. Wait, he beat Matt Favola via head kick. And who else? What? Oh, Thiago Moises and Ismael Bonfim. Again, those guys are good fighters, but they're not Dustin Poirier. And I get you have to climb up at some point, but I feel like this is way too big of a jump for Benoit Saint Denis. I think if he would have got somebody ranked around 8, if he would have gotten a Dan Hooker first, maybe get some experience, or a Jalen Turner, if he's not ranked below, if he's not ranked above Jalen Turner. Even like a Fiziev or a Dariush, I feel like one of those would have been a better fight to take first. Poirier, too high of a jump. He's going to get outstruck, and all these takedowns that everybody's talking about, he's going to get stuffed. And first round, he's going to look good. It probably hurt Poirier in round 1, honestly. And another thing, Poirier lives in 5-round fights. Benoit Saint Denis has never fought a 5-round fight. His past couple of fights, none of them have left the second round. Like, I don't know. He's obviously training for 5, but I don't know if he's really ready for 5 rounds. I don't think. Like, I just don't think he's gonna be that pretty. He's only had a 1-3 round fight in the UFC. He lost. I get it was a late notice fight in welterweight against Zaleski dos Santos, but like, I don't know. Poirier 49-46. Excuse me. Sorry, allergies are going crazy right now. Dustin Poirier 49-46 decision. Moving on to the main event. Oh Jesus, these boys cracks. Main event of the evening. Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. I'm going Sean O'Malley 50-45. Maybe the first knockout of Marlon Vera that we see, but I think more than likely 50-45 decision. Maybe 40-46 if Cheeto catches him run around and O'Malley survives. But unless he perennial nerve kicks him, I just don't think Marlon Vera is on Sean's level. Now, the first fight was a while ago, but even after he got hit in the perennial nerve and couldn't use his fucking leg, he was still putting it on Cheeto. He was pushing the pace. He was putting on pressure. He was fighting the target more than Cheeto. He was outstriking him. Like, I don't know why Cheeto's here. Cheeto's really good, but he just beat Pedro fucking Munoz. Corey Sandhagen or Marab deserved this more. A Sterling rematch was deserved more than this. Like, there was so many other fights they could have made. I get it for the storyline, the pay-per-view sales, and especially with the rest of the card being as stacked as it is. It's a great card, but Sean O'Malley is going to completely outstrike Marlon Vera on the feet. Round 4, round 5, probably when he's up 3-0, he's going to shoot for takedowns, just lay on top of Cheeto. And maybe he goes for the knockout still. That's ballsy because Cheeto is a one-hitter quitter. You know, if he catches O'Malley on the chin, I don't think O'Malley will be able to take it. But as far as I'm concerned, I don't think that'll happen. I feel like O'Malley go up 3 rounds, start shooting takedowns, maybe midway through the third when he's up on the feet after about 3 minutes. They'll shoot for a takedown and just lay on top of Cheeto. I don't think it's going to be that exciting unless one of them catches the other early. But I think that if this gets out of round 2, I don't think we'll see a finish. If a finish is happening, it's going to be in round 1 or 2. After that, they're both just going to be a little more... O'Malley especially going to be more concerned from Cheeto. Cheeto will probably swing for it and miss, and O'Malley's going to get out the way, maybe taunt a little. You know, just be like, haha, bitch, you see the first one was a fluke. Because it was. But yeah, those are my full UFC 299 card predictions. We'll just run through it one more time. I got Mariano Moros, Asu Almabayev, Robelis de Spain, Michel Pereira, Felipe Lins, Kyler Phillips, Mateus Gamrot, Macy Barber, Curtis Bleeds, Song Yadong, Jack Della Maddalena, Kevin Holland, Dustin Poirier, and Sean O'Malley. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown video and predictions. Let me know what you agree with and or disagree with in the comments down below. And yeah, that's it for me this time. See you guys. Peace.